Ja, schönen guten Morgen. Hier ist wieder Stefan Berns aus Larnaca, aus dem Artiflair Studio, und ich habe heute einen Special Guest, einen ganz besonderen Gast eingeladen. Ich habe den Bürgermeister von Larnaca heute Morgen hier im Interview zu der Entwicklung, zu der zukünftigen Immobilienentwicklung in Larnaca. Er hat ganz spannende Informationen mir mitgebracht und wir werden jetzt auf Englisch switchen und welcome, Mr. Vyras. It's a pleasure to have you here and to give us and the German community the opportunity to speak about the future and the development in Larnaca. There's a lot of things going on, and I'm very happy to hear from the first mouth what's going on in this beautiful city. I'm 7 years now here in the island, and the Germans love Larnaca area, and the whole island of Cyprus is in a transformational process, but especially in Larnaca there will be a lot of movement in the future. So I heard from the media there are multi-million investments in East and in West Larnaca. Can you tell us a little bit what's going on there, what is planned, what is coming?
First of all, I would like to welcome you in Larnaca.
Thank you.
It's always a pleasure to have friends with us.
Thank you so much.
And especially friends from the German community. Yes, in Larnaca nowadays we have a lot of new projects and a lot of new planning of the development of the city. For decades we are fighting for some things in our city. We are very happy to see nowadays that we have achieved our main targets. And we have new areas, huge areas that are very near the city center that are available for investments. We have the new project of Marina Port, a very big project, around 1 billion, in the area that we have managed to remove the oil and gas facilities of the island.
In the last years?
Yes, we have a beachfront available for investment, a beachfront of 3 kilometers. That is,
how many kilometers is it?
3 kilometers. Beachfront, in a very nice beach, a beach with blue flag. It's one of the most beautiful beaches in the island, and it's 5 minutes from the airport. It's 10 minutes walking distance from the city center. So only these 2 projects we are talking about the investments in the next few years for around 2 billion. We are talking about a new city in that area. But also, except these projects, we have other projects in the west of the city, in Mackenzie area, in the city center. So that's why we are saying that Larnaca is a promising city. Absolutely. Not only of Cyprus, but also in Mediterranean.
Yeah, the name of the video will be Larnaca is a place to be, in my view. I'm a visionary thinker. I know the plans some years before, what's coming up now. How do you see your city Larnaca in 5 or in 10 years in the future? What will be, the reality?
Our target is a city to love to live in Larnaca, because it would be a place with nothing to jealous from any other city in Cyprus, in Mediterranean, but also a city that will keep our culture, our warmth, because we don't want to be another city. We want to keep the feeling that you feel if you coming in Larnaca, or the sense of Larnaca. We are a city that is very friendly to people, a very friendly place for people from all over the world.
Family friendly.
We don't have traffic, we don't have criminality. We want to be a city that is a place to be. That is a place that you will love to be and live in Larnaca.
I remember my first flight to Larnaca, 2016. I came to the airport, came out of the airport, and it was a special energy. It was.
That's why we want to keep this energy.
It was relaxed. It was calm. I say, wow.
A family-friendly city.
This is my first feeling what I had from the island.
We want to keep this feeling. It's very important for us to keep this feeling, because we don't want to do something else. We want to keep this feeling that anyone can feel if you come in Larnaca, but in a modern city. A city with infrastructures, a city that you can find everything, you can find anything, you can go very easily to any other city of Cyprus, or because of the airport you can go very easily to any place of the world, but exactly with this feeling to be in a very modern, in a very friendly city.
Very nice, very nice. Let's talk a little bit about the Larnaca Marina and the port. You mentioned it before. It is the biggest infrastructure project Cyprus has ever seen.
It would be the biggest private investment in Cyprus. We are already working on it. We are working very hard. All the factors of these investments, the private investors, the state, the local authorities, because we have to do a lot of things in order to be ready in March, April to start the first things that we have to do there.
The first big constructions we will see.
Yes, we are planning at May, April to start there. The big excavations.
Excellent.
The first thing that we have to do in that area, and we are in a very close cooperation. And we are very near to say that we are ready to start.
Excellent. They already renovated the pier.
The pier, yes. They already
the historical pier.
Already
opened the marina for the public.
Marina, that was closed, but also there is a lot of work on it. We have all the applications for the license, the dock planning, the building license. We have the master plan. We have all the studies of the environmental. All the things that we have to do in order to be ready to start in May.
Excellent, excellent. Yeah. So, and then the Decalia Road development.
It's another area there that if you go there and you see how it was.
The Land of Tomorrow, right?
Yes, it's not only the Land of Tomorrow. Land of Tomorrow is one of the projects that we will have in that area, because there are huge areas that now is available for investments next to the sea, but also opposite the area there. And there are a lot of new projects there. The biggest one is Land of Tomorrow, that we have the master plan is done by a very well-known architecture office, Foster's, one of the biggest offices in the world, most well-known office in the world. And we are very happy to see that what we want as a multi-visual council is what we are seeing in the master plan. That's why we are very positive, and we are very happy that we will have an area as we dream to have it, with a lot of public space, a lot of trees, a place for people to walk, to enjoy the sea, but also a place for investment, for new office, for new hotels, for real estate, and what we want to see in that area. We will
put the link in the description so everyone can see the pictures and the development. Exactly, yeah. How far will this development go? So I see that Larnaca and Ayanapa area will grow more and more together.
Yeah, already we have the first application for license there, for the first new buildings, hotels. Yeah. It will be an ongoing procedure that will take some years, but you will see the results. Already, if you go to that area and you see a picture how it was before 2 years, how it is now, how it will be in 2 years, you will see the difference. That is an ongoing project, but with the result that you can see even now.
Excellent, excellent. Let's talk a little bit about the promenade of Finikoudes. It's the most famous, one of the most famous beaches here in Larnaca for the tourists, directly downtown.
Yes,
so are there any changes in the plan, or?
Already it's a very beautiful place to go, but of course with all these new developments in the Port of Marina that is next to Finikoudes, or the new area of the Land of Tomorrow, now we are planning to do a new international architecture project, competition, because we want to attract very well-known offices in order to make the Finikoudes area to be more beautiful, or to be more to be connected with the Port and Marina project and the new area. So because we see the future, so we have to prepare the future. So in September next year, until September next year, we'll be ready for the competition, for the international competition, to attract very well-known offices in order to redesign the whole area there.
Yeah, and you already started with renovation after the castle.
Of course. Now,
in the original way.
We have projects around 50 million euro from different European funds. We have a lot of infrastructure projects, but also projects that will make Larnaca much more beautiful like it is now. Like the project that you will see if you go to Bialepasha, you will see that we renovate the whole.
It's beautiful.
Everything, the house there to be more beautiful, to be all the same. But also we have a lot of new projects, around 7 new projects, parks, We are going to make the city center much more beautiful, more suitable for pedestrians, more trees, more water, and everything. But also we have a lot of infrastructure plans, projects for the floats and everything. And so now we have projects around 50 million euro. But if you go to Larnaca, you will see everywhere to see new projects.
Larnaca is changing every time when I go there. It's absolutely amazing. One question from our community is, in my view, very interesting. What is the height of the new planned buildings and the hotels? We see it in Limassol. They grow. I think the highest is 39 floors.
Yeah. Yes.
So Larnaca has only 7 or 9 floors. Yeah. What?
No. Okay. Now
what will be in the future? Will be also big
for
towers
example,
there?
In the new area of where was the old refinery. The new area that we have mentioned, the land of Tommorrow, the highest building that you can have there is 15 floors.
15. Okay.
Yes. But it's nothing. For me, tall buildings is not something that you have to avoid. But the most important is where to do it. So what we want in Larnaca is why not to have high-rise buildings, but the most important is where to place these buildings in order not to change
the landscape, and the original touch and the history.
Exactly.
Larnaca, the heritage.
Exactly. In the world, 4,000 years, people is living in the same place. Only 20 cities in the world have this advantage. So we want to do this, but in areas that you don't have all this disadvantage that we have mentioned. So you will see high-rise buildings in Larnaca, but you will see it in places that they are according to a master plan that we have in our minds.
Larnaca is one of the oldest cities in the world, 4,000 years.
People is living in the same place. Only 20 cities in the world have this advantage.
That's amazing, amazing. Larnaca is also a bid for the European Capital of Culture 2030. Yes. I hope we will get it.
I think we are in a very good position. We already have a very strong team. The whole city is working for this. We are very united in this big effort that we have. We are very positive that we will manage to be the capital city.
But I have to mention also, Nicosia is also Limassol.
Okay.
Why will Larnaca will make the
Because exactly
the win.
We will show to the people what we have to offer. We have a city that is full of monuments. We have a city that is very friendly. A city that it was always a place that people from all over the world can live peacefully together, and people have this positive energy that you have mentioned.
This feeling.
That's what we are going to show to the rest of the Europe that we can do.
Excellent. When we have clearance about the decision?
In around 1 year from now.
Okay. End of next year.
Yes, we are going to have a clear picture. But we are working very hard. We are a very good team. So we are very positive that we will achieve this main target that we have.
Very good. The interior city of Larnaca, since the wonderful Metropolis Mall was opened, Larnaca, I observe in my view that Larnaca gets a little bit quieter. So a lot of big stores were empty now. I think it's normal when we have a development like
because
this.
We have the mall now and everything, but we're not worried about that because we have already very big projects in the city center. We are going to change the whole area. There, we're going to make places for pedestrians. We're going to increase the greens, the parks, and everything. We're talking about a project of 10 million.
Oh my gosh! Only in downtown?
Only the city center.
Wow.
We're starting now. We are going for tenders next month, and I'm sure that because a lot of new hotels, we have a lot of new hotels now in the city center. We have around more than 20 new hotels. That small city hotels, boutique hotels. That they change the face of Larnaca.
Absolutely.
So I'm sure that in a few years things will be okay.
I'm always telling my clients Larnaca is underestimated.
Yes.
So and you will see in the future a huge change and
especially big investments such metropolis malls. They affect some things, but. We have one big advantage that our city center is next to a beach, is next to everything. You can walk to everywhere. So I'm sure that people will come back and the city center will be again the heart of the city.
Excellent. I love networking. I love mingle with people and conferences. We have in Limassol, big spaces. What is planned for Larnaca? Did we get a conference center that we...
Of course, with the new developments of the Port of Marina in that area, now there are plannings of big hotels, five-star hotels, and also conference centers.
Excellent.
Already we have new hotels now. We have 2 new Radisson Blue, Radisson hotels.
Beach resort,
They on the beach and the blue. Yeah. So people now have options and have opportunities to do conference and things that before it was very difficult to do it in Larnaca. But with the new project that are coming, Larnaca will be the perfect place because of the airport, because of the infrastructure of the city, will be
much more opportunities.
Yes, than in other cities. Yes.
Excellent. Yeah. So let's talk to the end a little bit about tourism. Yeah. So Larnaca is, as you mentioned, mostly the first step when people come to Cyprus, the airport, the international airport.
Every year we have an increased number of tourists. For example, in 2016 we had around 200,000 tourists every year. Now we are in the 400,000 tourists, and every year we have an increase of around 25,000 tourists. So because every year we have new hotels, we have new rooms, so we have an increased rate in tourists, and we hope that in a few years we have the peace in this industry that we have to have, because for many years Larnaca was not a tourist destination.
Spot,
yes, but nowadays every year we are increasing our numbers, and people love to come Larnaca because it's a city that can do a lot of things. We don't have only beaches and sun, but we have hundreds of things to do in the Larnaca, but also in the village, in the area that is around.
And Larnaca district is huge.
Exactly. We are talking, we have, for example, one of the most beautiful villages in Cyprus, Lefkara.
I was yesterday there with clients.
You have a lot of things to do. It's not only see a sun. You have museums to go, you can go to concerts, you can do a lot of things. And that's what we want to show to the tourist industry, that in Larnaca we have a lot of things to do. We have new hotels, we are increasing our numbers, and yes, in the future things will be much better in
Excellent, excellent. One last question for investors. We have much more investors, German-speaking investors, who are coming to Cyprus, and they have to decide, okay, in which area I want to invest, go to Limassol or go to Paphos, or of course Larnaca. So as I said, Larnaca is the place to be, and today, we can hear why you have to invest in Larnaca. All the arguments before was an answer of this, but you told me before we have an increase in sales from 76%, from the last August to this.
We have the highest increased rates in sales, in application for building license, in everything. Larnaca now is considering the new hotspot of Cyprus, because what an investor wants. An investor wants to have a higher return rate.
Exactly.
Why to go to a place that you already buy very expensive and higher, you're expecting a lower return. So you go to a place that if you go, you will buy in much better prices, but you have more expectations. It's what Larnaca is offering now. That Larnaca, the prices are much better than other cities, but also because all of these things, the new projects, all these new things that are coming in Larnaca, you have the highest expectations. That's why an investor has to go to a place that the expectations and the return rates that is expecting to be higher than in other places. That's why a lot of investors now prefer Larnaca.
So the future will be bright, and it's the right place, the right time to invest in this.
For me, yes, because this is the time that you will see all these changes in Larnaca, and Larnaca have a lot of competitive advantage. For example, you are in the middle of Cyprus, you are half an hour from Nicosia, 40 minutes from Limassol,
it's central.
35 minutes from Famagusta. The international airport is in Larnaca. We have a port, we have a marina, we have the biggest beachfront. We don't have criminality, we don't have traffic. So why to go to somewhere else?
Exactly. Mr. Vyras, thank you so much for this amazing interview. It was a pleasure to have you. It was very, very informative for our viewers. And thank you so much for coming, for your time.
It's our pleasure, because we want people to feel like home. Larnaca and the municipality, all the other bodies of Larnaca, for example, the Chamber of Commerce, we want to help people. We want people to feel like Larnaca is a friendly place to be, a friendly place to invest. So if we can help in anything or
Excellent.
for information or people want to ask some things more, we're very happy to answer and we're very happy to meet people.
Excellent. Always my guest has the last words in the interview, so you can speak to the audience in the world, the last words.
Okay, what we want to say is that you are more than welcome in Larnaca. We want you to feel Larnaca like a home. You say the most things that I wanted to say about the feeling if you come in Larnaca. So at any time, we are expecting you to enjoy our city.
Thank you so much.
It's our pleasure.